This better not be a attention getter, This better be a real question. That's it.
How do you know you are learning from the right Dharma teacher?
Take the microphone away and make him sit down. You make sure his surname ends with a Rinpoche. A. B. You make sure he's tall and good looking. B. C. You make sure he's on a big throne. Next, you make sure that everybody's kowtowing to him. And the last thing is you don't ask him stupid questions. No, I'm just kidding. That's a good question. How do you know you're following a right Dharma teacher? You don't know. There is no right or wrong Dharma teacher out there. Very good question. Let me make it very clear. There is no right and wrong Dharma teacher out there. No right and no wrong. Some Dharma teachers are very illustrious and sit on big thrones and have big names. But in some previous lives, they're very simple and they stay in meditation or hermitage without a lot of students or without a lot of fanfare. It doesn't take away from their rightness. Some Dharma teachers has a huge entourage and huge students and huge temple and huge centers. Some has a little forest refuge, like a cave. It doesn't take away from their holiness. Some wear black hats. Some wear yellow hats. Some wear yellow hats. Some wear red hats. Some wear no hats. The hat doesn't signify their holiness. Some teaches you the meditation on Tara. Some teaches you on Tsongkhapa. Some teaches you on Shakyamuni. There's no difference. A Buddha is a Buddha. There is no right or wrong Dharma teacher, but there is a Dharma teacher that suits your predisposition and your inclination and your style. When we meet a Dharma teacher that speaks to us to our heart and consistently encourages us towards bettering ourselves, then that's the right Dharma teacher for us. No one can judge another person's Dharma teacher, and no one should ever criticize another Dharma teacher. No one. Because for every Dharma teacher you criticize, you hurt hundreds of people. For every lineage you criticize, you hurt thousands and millions of people. For every Dharma master you criticize and you put down, you bring yourself to a level of ignorance. Why? You create the karma circumstances for you not to receive Dharma. So how do you know if the Dharma teacher is right for you? That is for yourself to check, and no one else can ever tell you. Because the experience you have is unique. The way the Dharma teacher moves you is your experience and is unique, and no one can take that away, and no one can give you that experience. So if someone comes along and tells you your Dharma teacher is bad or good, you close your ear or you ask them, please respect my intelligence. Please respect my intelligence. But you don't know. If you're interested in gossip, you waste your time in gossip. So how do you know the Dharma teacher is right for you? Check this. Make sure the Dharma teacher is speaking about Dharma to you all the time. And that whatever the Dharma teacher is doing to you, whether it's in anger or in jokes or directly or in gifts or in speech or in advice, it's always leading you towards the Dharma. It's always leading you toward betterment of yourself. Leading to Dharma means what? Betterment of yourself. Check that. Check if your teacher is always patiently waiting on the side for you to transform, to give you knowledge, to encourage, to shelter, to take time away for you. You check that. Why would anybody on this planet do that for you? Number one. Number two, look at what the teacher asks in return from you. Look at how little or nothing the teacher asks in return for you. Number three, when the teacher teaches, this is very personal for Sean and for everyone. Does it speak to your heart? Does the teacher touch your heart? Does the teacher move your heart? Does the teacher affect your heart? If the teacher affects your heart and moves you and motivates you, you have found the right teacher. And no matter how high his throne is or no throne, no one can ever take that away. If you're looking for a name, star power, or fame, or have a lot of disciples, big temple, big titles, you're not looking for a teacher. You're looking for another way to cover your insecurity. People will only chase after high teachers and high names and high positions and big titles of teachers, and therefore they go for their teachings. It's another way to hide their insecurity. Why? because they follow someone so great, they must be great, and they want to send the message that they're great. They don't have the courage to say, I'm following this teacher, I'm following this lineage, I'm following this practice, I'm following this. They don't have the courage to say that they're following the truth or what they feel. But they actually want to cover their insecurity. That's how religious politics arise, is when people hide their insecurities and they chase after rank, name, position. That should not be. In the 50 verses of Guru devotion, it says clearly, whatever our position, our Lama is, whatever position our Guru is, whether it's a reincarnated Lama or a normal Geshe or a normal monk that teaches us Dharma, that brings us to enlightenment, in our meditations, we should see him as perfect Buddha. It says in the 50 verses. So how do we know that the Guru is correct? For us, the question here, let me reiterate, very good question. The question here is not whether the Guru is right or not. No. The question here is the Guru right for me? And if the Guru is right for me and is not right for another person, we don't stuff it down their throat. If the Guru is not right for me and is right for another person, we also don't discourage the other person. It's very personal. Does the Guru always send messages and makes effort for us to transform? Does the Guru always teach things for us to change? Does the Master always find one way or another to rescue us, to help us, to assist us? One. Number two, what is the Guru's relationship with us? What is the Guru trying to do with us all the time? And three, when the Guru speaks to us, does it touch our heart? Does it motivate us? Does it change our mind? And least, but not last, does the Guru actually make us think deeper? And if he does that consistently again and again, he's the right Guru for us. Being that he's the right Guru for us, it doesn't mean he's the best Guru for everybody. If he's not the right Guru for us, doesn't mean he's the worst Guru. But the most important key is to not create religious politics by criticizing, by bombasting, or out of ignorant fear, complimenting. You see, because if someone says something negative about our Guru, sometimes we need to defend and explain. Sometimes we keep quiet. We check our motivation. Is it our own fear? Or is it real? Is it real? Many people are not loyal to the Guru. Many people. When things go wrong, they run away. When things are bad, when the Guru asks them to help, they say no. Many people are not loyal to the Guru. Many people, when the times become difficult for the teacher, they're not available anymore. Or they say no, or they think about their own problems. But one thing you need to realize is through the years, have you seen your Guru be loyal to you? That should tell you about the qualities that the Guru has developed in his own mind. So that also helps you to feel what kind of person he is. The Guru can be tricked, can be cheated, can be taken money from. But that's not the point you should worry about. The point is, how does he react? How does he not give up? How does he work? How does he push? You need to check that. That's what I looked in my own Gurus. I've seen my Gurus hit rock bottom where they have to take buses and teach for a living and collect salaries. I've seen. But they never change or become disheartened. They become temporarily sad, but they never give up. I've seen it. I've experienced it. So we know the Guru is right for us if the message hits our heart. The message goes inside our mind. And this message can change our mind and change our heart. Then we know it's our right Guru. And what's our Guru? Someone who can help us to overcome our emotional problems that we make for others and ourselves. Not your master. Not a slave driver. Someone that can help you. That if you cooperate with, you will see tremendous transformation in your own mind. If you cooperate with. Everything in life, the knowledge has come about from others. Everything in life, all of our ignorance that we have and the lack of ignorance that we have, the lack of it, the ignorance we have in the beginning and the lack of it as we grow up comes from teachers and other people we've observed. We've observed and we've learned from. Nothing came from within ourselves. And that's very important. So therefore, how do we know if the teacher is right? I gave it to you on a general synopsis. General. Why do we need a teacher? Someone who needs an accountant. Someone who needs a masseur. Someone who needs a gym trainer. Because you don't have those skills. So going to a masseur who can take care of your back problems and your muscle problems doesn't mean you're bad or you're ignorant. It means that you don't have those skills. This person has the skills to help you to massage or relieve your pain. Going to a doctor doesn't mean you're stupid. You didn't study to become a doctor doesn't mean you're stupid. So what's the difference if you go to a masseur? What's the difference if you go to a doctor? What's the difference if you go to an accountant? What's the difference if you go to a teacher? They all serve as different ways and methods to help you overcome something in you. So it's very simple. If we need Dharma teachings, we need Dharma knowledge, we go to someone who has more knowledge than us. We call this person a guru. You can call this person Sifu, guru, teacher, master, reverend, preacher. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. At all. It opens you up. So when we need a field of knowledge, we go to a person who has the field of knowledge and we ask for it. And we receive. No different. No different.